In a development that merges the worlds of sports and global music, FC Barcelona is reportedly on the verge of cementing a high-profile partnership with pop icon Taylor Swift ahead of the upcoming El Clasico. This move marks a continuation of the club's innovative strategy to blend athletic prowess with cultural influence, a tactic that has previously seen collaborations with renowned artists such as Drake, Coldplay, and the Rolling Stones. As the anticipation builds for one of football's most storied rivalries, this partnership promises to add another dynamic layer to the game's rich narrative. The merging of music and football has increasingly become a focal point in modern sports marketing, and Barcelona's latest move is no. In a world where the boundaries between sports, music, and entertainment are rapidly converging, clubs are leveraging high-profile collaborations to enhance their global appeal. Barcelona's previous endeavours, which featured artistic logos in place of the regular Spotify branding during key fixtures, have not only captured fan interest, but also underscored the club's commitment to engaging with a broader cultural zeitgeist. This innovative approach has repeatedly highlighted the symbiotic relationship between the pulsating energy of football and the universal language of music. Integral to this marketing strategy is Barcelona's long-term sponsorship with Spotify, a partnership that has significantly influenced the club's identity over the past few years. Since the historic deal was signed in March 2022, Spotify's logo has been a staple on the team's kits, symbolizing a major corporate alliance. However, for marquee encounters like El Clasico, the streaming giant has willingly stepped aside in favor of spotlighting an artist's logo, thereby transforming a routine sponsorship into a statement of cultural relevance. The club's temporary base at the Louis Company's Olympic Stadium, used during the renovations of their iconic new camp, has further accentuated this trend. The stadium, now rebranded as the Spotify Camp Nou, continues to serve as a testament to the club's forward-thinking approach, balancing tradition with modern innovation. Currently, Barcelona sits at the summit of La Liga under the stewardship of German coach Hansi Flick, who has overseen a remarkable first season with the club. However, their top-of-the-table status is precariously maintained, with the title race hanging in the balance by a mere goal difference over long-time rivals Real Madrid. The stakes are expected to reach a crescendo on the weekend of May 10th, when Barcelona and Real Madrid are set to lock horns in what could prove to be a decisive match in the championship battle. With such high expectations riding on this fixture, every strategic move, both on and off the pitch, has the potential to tip the balance. Historically, Barcelona has embraced artistic branding as a means to enrich the match-day experience. In previous El Clasico encounters, the customary Spotify logo on the team's kit was replaced with that of a celebrated artist, effectively turning the game into a cultural event. In recent history, artists such as Drake, Rosalia, and Karol G have lent their identity to the club during these fixtures, while Coldplay's emblem graced the kit in a notable match this past October. The British band's presence coincided with an emphatic 4-0 victory at the Bernabeu, a result that further validated the club's innovative approach. These instances have reinforced the notion that blending sporting events with musical icons can create a memorable and influential narrative that resonates with fans worldwide. In this evolving tradition, recent reports from Spanish media outlet Mundo Deportivo suggest that Taylor Swift, a figure whose global appeal and cultural impact are indisputable, is the latest artist in line to feature on Barcelona's kit for the forthcoming El Clasico clash. According to these reports, the decision process, spearheaded by Spotify, involved careful deliberation among several high-caliber candidates, including names like Ed Sheeran and Travis Scott. Despite the strong competition, the pop superstar emerged as the preferred choice. Although the final details of the arrangement remain under discussion, sources indicate that an agreement is nearing completion, with only minor logistical details pending resolution. This prospective partnership with Taylor Swift is being viewed as a natural evolution of the club's ongoing dialogue between music and football. Swift's inclusion would not only add to the legacy of artistic endorsements in high-stakes fixtures, but also potentially elevate the match's global profile. With her massive fan base and influential status in the music industry, Swift's association with FC Barcelona is expected to generate considerable excitement both on social media and in traditional media circles. The integration of her branding into the team's kit for such a crucial game underscores a broader strategy to harness the power of pop culture in forging deeper connections with an international audience. The use of artistic branding in football is not without its complexities. In past instances, the display of external logos has been a double-edged sword. For example, when the Rolling Stones' iconic tongue and lips logo was featured on Barcelona's kit during an El Clasico match in October 2023, it was met with both enthusiasm and high expectations. The band, in a public statement, expressed their excitement and pride, noting that they were avid football supporters and honoured by the collaboration, which also celebrated the release of their new Hackney Diamonds album. Similarly, limited edition merchandise featuring the Rolling Stones logo, complete with player autographs, was introduced to further capitalise on the partnership. Yet, despite the fanfare, these artistic associations did not guarantee a positive outcome on the pitch, as evidenced by the team's loss in that particular fixture. A similar pattern emerged when Drake's Owl logo was showcased, with Barcelona suffering a 3-1 defeat against Real Madrid in 2022. These mixed results highlight the unpredictable nature of such branding strategies, where the cultural impact does not always translate into sporting success. As the club gears up for the upcoming El Clasico on May 10th, the potential unveiling of Taylor Swift's partnership carries significant implications. The decision to integrate a figure of Swift stature into the fabric of the game is reflective of a broader trend in sports marketing, where the lines between athletic performance and cultural spectacle continue to blur. This strategic move is anticipated to resonate not only with the existing fan base, but also to attract new audiences who might be drawn to the spectacle of a high-profile collaboration. Moreover, this integration is likely to stimulate further discussions on the evolving role of sponsorships and artistic endorsements in modern sports. From an investigative perspective, the narrative surrounding Barcelona's partnership with Taylor Swift is emblematic of a larger shift in the business of sports. It encapsulates the intersection of commerce, culture, and competition, a triad that increasingly defines the global sporting arena. The forthcoming match against Real Madrid, already steeped in history and rivalry, now takes on an added dimension of cultural significance. With both the sporting stakes and the branding stakes set extraordinarily high, the decisions made in the weeks leading up to this fixture are poised to have lasting ramifications on how football clubs approach sponsorship and fan engagement. In closing, FC Barcelona's near finalisation of a deal to feature Taylor Swift on their kit for the upcoming El Clasico stands as a testament to the club's forward thinking and multifaceted approach to modern sports. This initiative not only preserves the tradition of celebrating El Clasico with unique artistic partnerships, but also pushes the envelope by integrating one of the world's most influential musical talents into the narrative. Sir. As the negotiations near completion, the implications of this decision will undoubtedly extend beyond the realm of football, influencing broader discussions on cultural integration in sports sponsorship. The evolving relationship between music and football, as evidenced by these high-profile partnerships, promises to redefine the fan experience and reshape the landscape of sports marketing for years to come. Through this investigative report, we observe that while the direct impact of such partnerships on match outcomes may remain debatable, the strategic significance in terms of global branding and fan engagement is undeniable. So, as the world watches on, the forthcoming El Clasico will not only be a contest of athletic might, but also a showcase of how contemporary sports continue to innovate at the intersection of tradition and modernity.